Hey, what a beautiful day to share with you my glass house. It's a bit of a strange design, and it comes from a place in my childhood, an imaginary place that I'll share with you in the moment. But it's got a whimsical feel about it. It looks a bit like a spaceship. Maybe it's a bit like a real ship. And it is a house made of windows in the design of a triangle, pointing directly due east, sailing towards the coast. And I'll bring you inside now. Here we go. And it is all made of different shaped windows, even doors. This is an old door. Here is a window I found in a tip shop. I was like, hello, this has got to be in my glass house. I built another one here, and this is the arch window. And this is where the story, these shaped windows for the creation of the glass house came. But I'll share more of that with you when I show you how I built this structure. Morning. It's a warm winter's day here at the Rainforest Farm, and I've got to tell you, I'm a little bit scared about what I'm doing here. It is a triangle, or it's going to be a triangle glass house that will have a point of view straight east, looking directly towards Byron Bay. It's going to be made completely of windows, except for the roof and some joists and things to hold it up. But it's probably the most ambitious project that I've been involved in. Let's see how we go. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I think it's either going to be awesome or it's going to be a real junky mess. So one of the two. But no matter what, we're going to give it a shot, because, this life ain't for the faint-hearted. Be bold. My bold first steps towards creating this glass house was to go online and look at what else is out there. And lots of people have built amazing houses made of windows, but nothing built like a triangle, which is what I had in my head. I wanted to be a little bit strange and very different. So I started sketching out basically the size, the shape. These are my first little doodles, and I got all of my diameters correct. And this is basically how I envisioned the structure to be. And if you look at it, kind of how it did turn out. Again, as you're building though, everything changes depending on what material I have, depending on whether something is working or not visually. First of all, I put in the foundations and put up some posts, and now I'm building the deck. I'm using some material which is like a plastic kind of a decking board, which really works well in this climate up here. It's a little more expensive than regular decking, but I got a whole bunch of it on Gumtree, and it's just turned out to be just the perfect kind of material for this project. Later on, I cover it with some linoleum just to kind of seal everything up. I didn't want any bugs coming through the bottom of the decking. Now I'm starting to build the uprights on the side of our glass house. This structure feels very flimsy to begin with, and as I'm screwing in each window, I'm thinking, goodness me, is there going to be enough structural strength here to hold everything together? Will it just simply blow over in the first strong wind? Thankfully, it hasn't. It hasn't so far anyway. But as I'm building, I build one side first, and then I build the other side, the first floor, if you like, the first layer of windows, and everything's going in quite well. I have to swap windows around several times. I'm basically doing it by feel and sense, and looking to make sure that everything feels like it's styling, if you like. As I go, I do break the odd piece of window. Now I'm building the very roof area. I'm getting the roofing supports in place, and then I'm building up the sides as they go. As I build each of these pieces, the structure is getting a little stronger, but it's not until much later when I put on the actual roofing beams that the structure actually really starts to feel solid. Here my daughter is helping me out putting in one of the key windows. Now I'm using some old doors to seal up one part of the frame. I'll put some screen on the inside of that and it'll allow for a nice ventilation to go through. And it's just getting completed. Not completed yet, but still some problems to fix, but feels like a really beautiful space. Still a bit of work to do, and I have no idea what I'm going to do in this area here to seal it up. That was a really big thing to overcome. Like, how would I make this point of the structure? I ended up creating my own windows, a circle window on the right there, an arch window on the left, and then I found this amazing porthole at the tip shop, and I thought, oh, that's just made to fit. So I used that and I built a frame around it and put that in. It looks wonderful. Now everything is pretty much sealed up and ready for occupation. Ooh. And now it's all finished. And I'll show you a little addition that wasn't in the plans, but hey, it's come together. It is a little step ladder that takes us up into the crow's nest, I guess. I must say, I was worried whether this structure would hold up, but it has withstood some very serious storms. The biggest disappointment has been the Perspex roof, which has been extraordinarily difficult to seal up. The roof expands with the heat and then contracts with the coolness, making it virtually impossible, on this scale at least, to be able to seal it completely. So when I discovered that the Perspex roofing was leaking, I set up some little runways for water to drip off the ceiling down here, down tubes into containers. But it has not really worked that well at all. So I'm just going to live with the roof having a few leaks. I'm really happy that I've been able to seal everything up so it is relatively bug-proof. And you might get, in a heavy rainstorm, a few drops of water on your head, but nothing like you would be getting standing outside. So I'm happy with this being a bug-proof and almost waterproof place. A place where I can sit down and have my morning espresso and watch the world go by. Ah, the serenity. It's been great to have the wildlife around the place as well. Here's a kookaburra enjoying my sculpture at the front of the structure. Oh, little guy, that old glass house. Well, let's get you out of here, eh? It's okay, little guy. This is a spotted bowerbird. Come on. After a little bit of coaxing, that's it. Keep on going around there. The bird finds its way through the front door. Yay! You just went out. Yay! Okay, so the original inspiration for this place came from being a kid watching a show in Australia called Play School. And in that show, every episode, they would let the people in the show, the kids, pick a window to look through today. Sometimes it would be the square window, sometimes it would be a round window, sometimes it would be a window with an arch on it. And as the camera moved towards these windows, which were basically just big cutout shapes in the studio, as a kid you didn't realize this, as they pushed in, suddenly the windows would dissolve into someplace far away. So you went through whatever window it was that day and you went on an adventure somewhere. So you could be in the jungles of the Amazon or on an African safari somewhere or climbing a mountain in Everest. But these windows would take you away from where you were. And as a little kid, I always imagined myself being transported to these places. So when I built our glass house, I wanted these windows to stand out and call and say, take me to a place in my imagination. And that's what these windows are designed to do, and that's what this place is designed to do, to sit here under the sky, open to all of the elements pretty much, and let the imagination absolutely fly.